I liked so much about Bomba is the indigenous roots of it. So it has roots from indigenous African and Caribbean cultures, mostly Puerto Rico in terms of the Caribbean. And the indigenous movement practices that I saw in Bomba were very similar to other indigenous movement practices I'd seen in the Southwest or in Central America. In terms of there's a lot of footwork and a lot of stomping, and it kind of gives you this like almost trance-like feeling. And so for me, that was like very connected, like rooted feeling. And I felt like there was almost sort of like a mindfulness component to it. Like I think it brought my students like kind of a sense of calm and connection and just more peace through movement.
I feel good. Yesterday, I was able to learn a bit more about this dance, and I just feel great. I was able to wake up good and have a positive energy. To be honest, that dance basically was something that I never thought I would do, and I was a bit like nervous at first to try a new dance like this, especially when we were doing jazz, we were doing all these other dances, and trying something new, and which is something that I was very open to because I was doing dancing when I was little, and when the pandemic hit, I fractured a bone in my body, and I sort of gave up on it. But after giving this a chance, it was interesting, and doing this dance, it sort of made me feel open to do more.
Oh, my favorite dance move was when you hit like when he hit the drum and your arm just goes flat. I like that.
I like
That
the,
was
I
funny.
forgot what the name of it was, but it was the one where you go like that.
Mm.
I did like around towards the end.
I like the other one where you go like you jump from one side to the other side. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I love the dance circle. My students and I kind of deconstructed this experience a little bit. We talked about just what it felt like to kind of improvise, to come up with a movement off the top of your head and then share that movement with the drummer and then have the drummer express musically kind of that feeling back to you, right? So if I did a really sharp movement, the drummer would give us a sharp drum beat back. My movement would be called a piquette, and then their response would be called a repique. And so it's like a conversation, a back and forth. And we talked to the students about that sort of being a metaphor for life, right? That it's kind of scary to put yourself out there and to improvise and come up with something off the top of your head, but you never know what might happen. You never know how validating it might feel to have someone kind of mirror that experience back to you. So when I was coming up as a dancer, there was a lot of focus on ballet, modern, and jazz. Maybe you do a little tap or hip hop as well, but those were like kind of the three main styles in a lot of dance studios back in the, dare I say, 90s. And so I don't know as much about certain cultural dance forms. I got some more education on that when I went to college and graduate school, but it's not an area that I know as well. So I really wanted to bring in teaching artists to my program that could help speak to areas that I thought would really benefit my students and that might help them connect to their own dance traditions.